Hi everyone, today I'm gonna help you to write an email or to announce an employee that we have to fire. So I'm gonna show you three scenarios of three potential individuals that we have to select to be the one that we have to dismiss. So let me present you the key scenario over here. You and your partner are working in a human resources department of a medium-sized engineering company called ABC, based in Toronto, Ontario. There is a recession and orders have been decreasing for the past 2 years. You have been instructed to cut down the administration department costs by making one personal assistant redundant. You have been looking out at the three possible candidates, and I will give you shortly. You have to make notes about each one of them, look at your note, and decide which secretary or personal staff should go. First, we have Emily. Emily been working in a company for 10 years with a high salary due to the length of service and increment for experience. Generally efficient and competent, but doesn't seem interest into learning new skills. Attitude problems, has made negative comment about the company, management, respect by colleagues, but not particularly liked by others. She has poor absent record. Poor absent record means she's been absent frequently. She took 4 weeks of sick leave last year only. She has a right redundancy of compensation cost due to her length of service. Okay, so this is our first scenario. Now, let's go for the second one. We have Nicola. Nicola has been with the company for 2 years. On a basic starting salary, he's the niece of the director of the company. The problem is that will we have any problem with the uncle if Noah is leaving? Noah has only basic qualification. He does his job adequately, but unlikely to be promoted. So it means he doesn't learn as fast, or he doesn't develop his skill as fast, or he doesn't contribute enough into the company itself. He's very willing, but take longer than average people to complete his task. Or he's very slow at doing what he does. So he doesn't do it in a timely manner. He stays after hours to finish his job, which means we have to pay him in overtime. And he has minimal redundancy or compensation costs. That means because of his skills, because of his knowledge, or any long length of experience, he's been minimum redundancy compensation costs. And we have here, we have Melanie. Melanie's been with the company for only 6 months. Very competent and reliable. She has a great modern office technology, so she's very tech savvy. She's bright and attractive with a lot of personal charms. So that is a quality that we are looking for. We love it. She's very popular amongst colleagues. She doesn't always respect office dress code. She has piercing in her tongue. She has a great potential for future development and would be an asset to the company. She will easily find another job. Another job with another competitor easily because she's young, she's very tech savvy. So she's only been in the company for 6 months. So that is, if we have to consider that as a factor or a variable to dismiss her, so we can see. and then she has a low salary, but she's been asking for a pay raise. She's very ambitious about her raise. So now let's get into how I decided to approach my email and to announce whoever I choose to dismiss. So I'm going to read to you what I wrote. So here's how I will approach it. So I will always make sure that when I dismiss an employee, I will give him an objective situation of the company itself, about the company economy situation, the reason why I choose him to be redundant, and thirdly, I will help him with the transition period. I think it's always a good thing as an employer to offer our employee a transition period, because it's a shortcoming. They don't know, it's a surprise. They have not anticipated upcoming situation. So I think transition period is very, very well appreciated on the position, on the perspective of the one who's being told to be the redundant. So in my first paragraph, what I will say, I will try to minimize the company legal risk. I must manage the meeting objectively. I will make sure that all written supporting document that it's going to be void of discriminatory or any litigious comment. So here's what I will tell Nicola. Choose Nicola is because he has been working for the company for 2 years. I had not seen any so the reason why I chose Nicola is because he has been working for the company for 2 years. We have to give him at least 2 weeks of notice according to the labor and employment law in Canada. Secondly, what I will go through is about his disciplinary record, that he has poor performance. It was not being good. Every 6 months that we review, I did not see any improvement. As of today, he didn't even surpass his skill set for his level role. In comparison to his peers, that the two of his peers that I was trying to wait who I should dismiss and who I should keep, it comes out that they have been effective in their work, and they also has been acting as key members for the company. So that had put a weight on why I chose him. And thirdly, during the transition period, what I will give Nicola is I will discuss with him how I will give him support on how he can go through this transition period of losing his position and try to find a new job. So I will offer him to give him a good reference. In a sense, I will not be negative so that he will not be able to find a new job. And I will also try to make sure that for the next 3 month period, that I will help him with searching for a new job, a new position, and following his termination. So that, I think, as an employer, it's my responsibility that always make sure that my staff that are dismissed will have a good or a positive let go and termination of a relationship with my company. All things considered, Nicola Johnson dismissal will be effective on October 15, 2021. I will look forward meeting you and Nicola next Friday. So it's me with the other HR manager, and that meeting will take in place on October 1st, 2021. And for security purposes, for my security purposes, for the company purposes, I will restrict his access to our computer system. In addition, I will need a release agreement that he will have to sign off, that there will not be that he will not have a competitive or any solicited clause, because I don't want him to steal my client or steal my information and bring it to my competitor or any outside source. So I just want to protect my company as well. So then for me to keep a positive relationship with my ex-employer is a key element. So hopefully with all the points that I went through with you, so first I will help him to go over why the company has to cut his position because of the economy situation. Second, I will give him exactly why he was the one chosen to be redundant compared to his other colleague. And thirdly, this is how I will approach my transition period and how to help him to find a new job, and then to also make sure that he will have income source to pay his bills and all his expense of his cost of living expense. So thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe or leave a comment, click like and share. If you want me to make more videos about any business administration, please leave me a comment. Thank you. See you next time.